my people, on my way to home. Had a good day of work, got off at a decent time. Every day can't be so busy. I'm still going to shine. Yeah, man. Oh, let me share this with the book real quickly. Fire the gears, start turning. Had a good day at work. Everything went smooth. No major issues. For every rough day that I have, I've been having quite a few lately. Getting back late and stuff. But today, what I mean, I got back smooth. I'm a little hungry a little bit though. Need a little snack, so I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna eat these. What is this? Bacon grilled cheese lays. Just a couple of them. You know what I mean? Just a couple of them, man. And if you see the title, I've been inspired. I've been inspired, and I gotta talk about it. I'm gonna wait for a few more heads to pop in before I go in. I mean, not that it even matters, because I feel like more people watch this on the back end anyway, but certain public narratives got to be destroyed, man. Some people give people way too much credit. I'm eating bacon grilled cheese Lay's chips. What's going on? No Name 99 Eagle. Finally, somebody with a name that's easy to read. What's good? Bun Hot Dog Trash 8794. That's a long name, but it is easy to follow. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We're about to go in. People give some individuals way too much credit. What's good, Olivia? That is enough for my snack. I am done for now. If y'all watching me, it's 10 of y'all watching me. I should all hit that thumbs up button. You know what I'm saying? Let's blow me up. Let's get me big. You feel me? All 7 of y'all that's watching this right now, y'all should all just take a second to like 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 7 thumbs up right now. It's 3, but I need 4 more. Damn. 3 people just left. Well, let me get 1 more thumbs up, then it'll be 4. But we give people way too much credit. Let's hop right into it. Last night, the NBA Finals featured Game 3 of the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs. Now, the Knicks have won 13 games in a row before last night in the playoffs. They look like they're primed to win their first NBA championship since 1973. And then it was said that Donald Trump was going to be in attendance. I mean, I don't know if he's a New York Knicks fan, but he's from New York, and he's the president of the United States. And he was the first president in history, the first active president in history to attend an NBA Finals game. No other president has ever done that. Now, Barack Obama attended an NBA Finals game, but he did so after his presidency, not during his presidency. And it's crazy, like I said, I don't love or hate Trump. I'm indifferent. It's just whatever. Whatever we got to do to survive in America, pay our taxes, follow the laws. It's what we got to do. If you want to change the laws, you either vote or you go heavily into politics and get things changed. If you ain't doing any of those things, if you just being an armchair warrior, just yelling at your phone, you said the NBA is done. You know what's funny? The NBA overall, it's a lot cornier to me, but you got to respect the freakish athletes like Wemby and Giannis and all the deep three-pointers they're taking. Like, there's still a lot of things to be entertained by. You know, Jalen Brunson, I feel like he got an old school game, and he's a chubby dude, but he getting it in out there. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the Knicks. The Knicks have a very passionate fan base, and as much as that city goes through, it would be nice for 5 boroughs to get themselves an NBA championship. Anyway, Trump was supposed to, Trump was he attended the game last night, and of course the Knicks lost, and it was I think they lost like 4 points. It was a close game. It came down to the last 2 minutes. I wasn't watching it, but I was listening to somebody call the game on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, like if you don't have certain channels, like we don't got ESPN, like I pay for everything else, but I'm not paying. I don't watch enough sports to pay for ESPN. But if you don't want to pay for sports, if you go, I pay for my YouTube though. You go on YouTube. There's a thing called Chat Sports. If you put Chat Sports and put the name of your team, if it's on, if they're playing, chances are somebody has a podcast on Chat Sports and they're gonna call the game play by play, and that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's how I listened to it. So I couldn't really see the game to what was happening, but I heard what was going on for the most part. And they just lost a close game. Now, people have said that Adam Silver got the call and he rigged it so that the referees would call more fouls in the Spurs' favor because they're going to try to extend the series as much as possible to squeeze as much money out of people as possible. And, I mean, hey, it's a possibility. The NBA has been tied up in gambling scandals for years, so who knows? But we don't know that for certain. And if that's the case, remember that I said that. Adam Silver is a Jewish guy, and they're saying a Jewish person had his hands in the game and the outcomes of the game. So that's one thing. But those same people that say that would intimate something like that. Hey, what up, Constance? They said Trump. Well, one of my Facebook friends, he was like, when Trump came to the arena, the vibe was off. I knew my team was done. I knew the Knicks was done for the start. I knew my Knicks was done for the start. I'm like, what? So because a lot of people don't like him and he's there, that means that your team is done? NBA players have to deal with adversity. They got to win. They won on the road in hostile environments and in adverse situations. But a president of the president of the United States that, let's face it, okay, 70 million people don't like him, but 77 or whatever, 77 million people do like him. The people that don't like him, I guess more of them control the media. So you would think damn near the whole America doesn't like him, but that's just not represented in the outcome of the election. You can't win the popular vote, dominate the electoral college, and win all the swing states, yet somehow it seems like the whole America hates you. That doesn't add up, but whatever. But players are supposed to deal with adversity in adverse situations, and they still win despite of that. You know how many times Reggie Miller came to the Garden and it was booing him, and the whole energy was negative towards Reggie Miller, and he still bust the Knicks' ass. Michael Jordan too. And this was the whole arena against one man, Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan. They still bust the Knicks' ass plenty of times. Donald Trump is one man that this whole arena hates. Got nothing to do with the basketball team. Making stupid passes, turning the rock over. Yeah, the referee gonna call the game a certain way, but you still gotta make your shots, though. But you want to put the blame on Donald Trump? First of all, the New York Knicks, they haven't been to the NBA Finals in 27 years. That's when Marcus Camby was the starting center. I think Sprewell was on that team. Who else was on that? Was Larry Johnson on that team? I'm not sure. I don't know if he was still there. I know Charlie Ward, Chris Childs, all them cats. They just had, I think Patrick Ewing was hurt. Or maybe he wasn't even with the team no more. I can't remember. And before that, they were in the NBA Finals against the Houston Rockets. And before that, in the mid-90s, and the last time the New York Knicks won was in 1973. So the New York Knicks have not won an NBA championship in 53 years. And this team right now, the way they're rolling, even though they lost, I still think they're going to win. But even though they lost one game, they still are in a better position to win the NBA championship than Patrick Ewing's Knicks and Sprewell's Knicks. Patrick Ewing's Knicks in the mid-90s, Sprewell, Marcus Camby's Knicks in the late 90s. This current team with Jalen Brunson and company and Karl Anthony Towns have the best chance to win this NBA championship. Y'all been waiting for this for 53 years. Y'all what? The game is in front of you. And y'all worrying about the Cheeto Man in the skybox? Your hatred for that man distracts you more than the fact that you love your New York Knicks team and you've been pining and wanting this team to win for 53 years, and all you're thinking about is one man in the skybox that was asleep, that wasn't even watching the game, and that's what you're thinking about? What does it say about your love when your hatred for something blinds you for the thing that you love that's right in front of you? It ain't like Trump standing in front of your face. It ain't like he's standing in front of TV. He's the president of the United States. Of course they're going to show him on the Jumbotron. He's the first president to ever be at an NBA Finals game while still in office. Whether you hate him or love him, that's some historical ish. But you more keyed in and focused on him? The hatred of him, you giving him that hate and focusing on him in the skybox, mind you, that's above your head, behind you, in a place that you can't see or pay attention to. You more focused on that than Jalen Brunson hitting his free throws? That's what you looking at? That's what you paying attention to? What does that say about your priorities? You love the hate more than you love the love. Because if you love the love more than you love the hate, when it came to love being right in front of your face, so close to getting that championship in 53 years, to me, that should far exceed anybody in that box office. I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm a 49ers fan. The 49ers have not won a Super Bowl, and we've been to 3 of them since 2012. We've been to 3 of them, and we lost 3 of them. But the 49ers have not won a Super Bowl since I was 16 years old. The 49ers have not won a Super Bowl since 1995, 31 years ago. I kid you not. That the 49ers made the Super Bowl this year, and for some strange reason, I was attending the Super Bowl, and somebody that I really hated was in the skybox watching the game. You think I'm going to care about that person that's in the skybox? Hell no! I don't give a damn if B. Alzebub himself was watching that. My 49ers about to get their 6th Super Bowl. Fuck Satan, man. Go Niners. That's what I would be thinking about. But people always want to make excuses. People always want to use a scapegoat when something doesn't work out. Hey, Trump came to the game. That's why the Knicks lost. It's Trump's fault that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. It's Trump's fault that Eve ate that forbidden fruit. Remember, whenever in doubt, all you gotta do is just blame 47. Whenever you have any type of problem in your life, blame 47. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat on my wife, and when she catch me, I'm just gonna blame the Don, because that's what everybody else is doing. And then some of y'all might be thinking I'm a scumbag for saying that, but the joke's on you because I don't even got a wife. Just blame Donald Trump. That's what and this is the thing. Now, some people they theorize that Adam Silver is the one that pulled some strings so the Spurs could have an easier time of winning the game. And we know that Adam Silver is a part of that 6-pointed star community. So here we go again. Ignore those with the small hats on the back of their head and blame Trump. It's just like the straight of Hamas. From what I'm hearing, Trump keep trying to make deals, keep trying to make things better, keep trying to bring peace to open up the strait. And as soon as he does that, one of those individuals that rocks the 6-pointed star with a small do-rag on the back of their head bombs Iranians or something like that, or whoever. But they still gonna blame Trump. You know what I mean? It's still Trump's fault. Like, come on, man. Yo, love when faced side by side. When you got this much potential for something that you really, really, really love, like you waiting for your team for 53 years to win an NBA championship. It is right in your face. But you only thinking about somebody that you don't like in the arena? Y'all give that dude way too much power. If you hate him that much, that should be all the more that hate, that energy can't be created nor destroyed. It just changes form. You use it in different ways. So you so wound up, man. This man, F the Cheeto man. The Cheeto man sitting in the skybox. Hey, you know what, Knicks? Let's whoop these Spurs' ass and show Trump we don't care if you in this arena. You trying to take away our mojo. Nah, bump that. We gonna beat the brakes off the alien. We gonna beat the alien so much he gonna transform into a human. Why not have that energy? It's this phrase. They say Knicks in 6. Suck my. Now they were saying Knicks in 4. You're a whore, but it's now or Knicks in 5. You gonna die. Whatever. What it really should be is, instead of being so sad that Trump was in the arena or whatever, use the energy of your hatred towards him and redirect it towards the Spurs. F Donald Trump, beat the Spurs. F Donald Trump, beat the Spurs. F Donald Trump. Why not say something like that and say, oh my God, he's in the arena. He's going to suck up the mojo. He's going to be the reason why the teams lose. Y'all give that man way too much power. He's not God, yo. He's not Satan. He's just the president for the next 2 years. Y'all giving him way too much energy. Y'all giving him way too much blame. It is ridiculous. Come on, yo. Start. Not accountability, but yeah, it is accountability. Start taking accountability. You know what? Yes, I see his face. I don't like him. But man, I want my team to win even more, man. Bump that. So they could say, even when Trump was in the arena, he tried to suck the energy out. Didn't matter, man. Because we New Yorkers. We still bust their ass. What? Why not have that attitude? Say, oh my God, I was jinxed. Oh my God. He had so much power. Oh my God. He made Carl Anthony Towns miss the crucial 3-pointer because he was sleeping while watching the game. Y'all give him way too much credit. Yes, he brings an energy. He brings an aura. Somebody was saying that he was absorbing energy. Like, I didn't understand my boy Dwayne Mooney or Dell, one of the twins. And I kind of, like, I didn't get it at first. I thought he was saying that he was siphoning energy from the team. But no, he just meant siphoning because there's a lot of energy that just surrounds the NBA Finals in general. He just went there close his eyes and open his mouth and just absorbed the energy, like it absorbed some of that energy for himself, not to make them lose. Like anybody could have partook of that. When you're in an energy hype situation, like I'm hyped right now talking about it. I'm fucking feeding off that energy right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I see, Danny, you asked me a question about SWV or Escape. I think SWV is probably like the greatest, one of the greatest female groups of all time. I used to say In Vogue forever. I thought they were the better harmony group, but SWV kept it together longer and they have more hits. Escape had hits too, but SWV Coco was just something else. Just to answer your question that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna entertain that, so it's all good. But yeah, it got me hyped. My energy is all up because of the NBA Finals. It made for a great podcast right now. But we gotta stop giving things that we hate so much energy, especially when it's right next to something we love. Now, if that which we love is far away and around, whatever like that, like if your team ain't in the NBA Finals and you just see Donald Trump on the screen, you watch it, and you just mad looking at his face, that's what you got. No dog in the fight. Nothing that you love is playing the game. Nothing is close to winning the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk trash, blah, 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 whatever. That I get and understand. But when the team needs your focus and your energy and the positive words that you can say and the positive juju that you can throw out, yes, when you see the Cheeto Man in the skybox, your initial thing is, man, I don't like this dude. But you instantly have a choice to flip that or root that energy. Yo, come on, Jalen, let's beat these Spurs, man. Come on, Jalen, let's get this over real quick. I don't want to see Trump no more. You know what I mean? The Knicks, that was the opportunity for them to bust the Spurs ass so bad that they're not even talking about Trump anymore. Like Trump was in the arena, but like, yo, Jalen Brunson scored 65 points. That's what everybody would have been talking about. Karl Anthony Towns had 25 rebounds. That's what everybody would have been talking about. Put your energy into the team doing good, not being sad that this dude is here. He only got the power that you give him. As in this instance, yes, you cannot change your autonomous reaction if you don't like him to the flinch or the immediate thought of anger. But even though that immediate thought of anger pops into your head when you see somebody that you don't like, it's still a form of energy. You still have a choice in how you execute, how you react to that situation. You have every choice to make that decision in that instance. Nobody's controlling you as far as that, yo. That's still your choice. You cannot control your initial reflex, but you can control after the initial jump. You can, like what? Like it's like when Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith. His reflex, he put his hand up, but then his logic kicked in. He stopped himself. We could do it, and then he redirected that energy. And though it took 2 years to come out after it happened, or a year after he got slapped by Will, he had a fantastic, I think, the first live stand-up special on Netflix, and he killed it, bodied it. We gotta stop being victims to people that don't know us, that we don't know. Letting them control our emotions, man. Putting the blame all on him. So it takes accountability off the team. You think them Knicks, when they was on the court, they was thinking about Trump in the skybox? Hell no. There's NBA players like Isaiah Thomas, the younger Isaiah Thomas. I think his sister passed away, and I don't know if it was like the same day or within the same week. I think it was within the same day. He got the call or whatever, man, and he had the game of his life. And then 2 weeks later, it was her birthday after she passed away, and he scored like 50-something points. Redirected that sad energy. He could have used that, oh my God, my mojo is gone, you know, my sister passed away. He could have did that. He would have been in his right to do that. But instead, he channeled all that sadness all the energy of the sadness and the anger of abruptly, I don't know how she passed away, but just suddenly, and I'm assuming like she must have been close in age. So, to just suddenly lose your loved one like that, he took those emotions and he put it on the court, and he did it. He played, I'm assuming, as a dedication to her passing away. This is what she would have wanted to have seen. And he played his heart out. Why can't more people think of this Trump situation at the Madison Square Garden? And you know what's funny? I hope he show up in Madison Square Garden again tomorrow, yo. But I hope the Knicks bust the Spurs ass. It's been 53 years. The Spurs, they trying to work on their 6th championship, man. It's been 53 years. The Knicks trying to get their 2nd. Y'all gonna really let the Spurs come up in Madison Square Garden and take that game? I don't give a fuck if Donald Trump is in the box office. I don't care if Adolf Hitler is. I don't care if Genghis Khan is up there, man. We are so close to the end to getting this 2nd trophy. You know what I mean? 3rd NBA Finals appearance in 53 years, or 4th, I should say. And we got the chance to get this trophy. We that close. We the hottest team in the league. We went to the Alamo Dome, and we took 2. We won 1 and stole the other one, but we took 2 of them joints, and we didn't even lose last night by that much. Even though the Knicks didn't really play they brand of basketball, and the Spurs then they had to play they hard out. The Knicks got this, yo. Focus more on that. Trump shouldn't be on your brain. Dude wasn't even watching the game. Had his mouth open, eyes closed, absorbing the energy for himself. He wasn't paying attention to that game. And that's what y'all thinking about? That's what y'all care about? Nah, yo. Redirect that energy to the team. F Donald Trump. Beat the Spurs. F Donald Trump. That's what y'all should be saying, man. Giving this dude way too much credit. So it's like, it's Donald Trump's fault that they lost. So it's Donald Trump's fault that the Spurs won? So who was the Spurs' bad luck charm in game 1 and 2? Was Donald Trump hiding in the skybox at the Alamo? So let me get it straight. Wherever Donald Trump goes, the home team loses. Is that what you're saying? Because one team got to win and one team got to lose. You think the Spurs are complaining about Donald Trump being in the box? You think the Spurs complaining? No. So where the hell he was at when they was in the Alamo Dome? So Donald Trump is bad luck for the Knicks. So he's good luck for every other NBA team? If that's the case, every other NBA team should want him in the skybox. If he's only bad luck to the Knicks, or they should want him in the skybox when they're in Madison Square Garden because they know he's bad luck. That doesn't make sense. How can it be good luck for one team but bad luck for the other? You see how there's no logic? Like, this makes absolutely no sense. When you start to break it down piece by piece, you dissect it easily. If this giving you this much passion, if it's giving you this much anger that he's there, use that anger to cheer for your team so loud that you're not even thinking about Donald. Come on, man. People don't make no sense just looking for scapegoats, bro. It makes you feel good. Because when the unexplainable happens, or it's explainable why the Knicks lost, but you want to ignore the turnovers, you want to ignore the bad point guard decisions, you want to ignore the bad shots, you want to ignore all that. So when you want to ignore that, and you can't really, because you ignore all the facts, you can't necessarily explain why your team lost, and you want to look for a reason as to why your team lost. The easiest reason, let's blame the guy that we hate on every mistake that this team made. That is freaking ridiculous, man. And I made my post, and then somebody was like, tell me that you love Trump without saying that you love Trump. And he started babbling about Biden and how Trump blamed Biden, blah, blah, blah. Listen, man, it's not about me loving Trump. It's about stop giving that dude credit. How you gonna interpret me? I love Trump because I say people give him way too much credit for the bad things that happen, or for things not going their way that have nothing to do with politics. It don't got nothing to do with politics, but you want to blame. That's enough, man. To all my young and up and coming comedians, there is no such thing as writer's block. If the comedy gods have not given you anything new to describe on that page, it is their way of telling you to work out the jokes that they already gave you. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from the negativity. Stay away from the gossip. Stay away from the rumors. Stay away from the foolishness. Focus on the funny and lead with love. Life is not something that happens in spite of you. Life is an experience for you to behold, so get to behold it. With that being said, it is a beautiful Tuesday evening here in Connecticut. I hope y'all all have a wonderful time wherever you're at in the world. And I just want to reiterate, do not let your hate trump your love, man. Lead with love. Focus on love. Love will outshine anything. The sun outshines the darkness.